I have. I've done this several times, as a matter of fact. Well, more than just a luxury or just something nice to do, I think it actually adds to your overall health. I'm not a doctor, but when I have looked at it or researched it, what I found is there's a lot of things in terms of nerve endings, in terms of sensitivity points in your foot that actually, or in your feet in general, that affect certain things like sinuses, certain things like blood flow. So I think it actually contributes to overall, in general, better health. I think it's more of just looking in the past. It's not necessarily that the process is girly as much as the places of which you could get it done generally were at women's shops. So I don't think it's a girly thing. I think it's just been a girly location. And I think that's a unique advantage of Sportsman's is the fact that it's in a manly location. So when you've got a big bear rug on the wall and mounts all over the shop and it's very comfortable, feels like a nice camp kind of atmosphere, then it takes that historical kind of perception and makes it just a service that you should do for yourself.
Well, I always start out by just trimming the nail. Um, I check all the corners. I check for ingrown toenails. Anything that I notice that might be a little abnormal, I surely check with the client. Prior to them even beginning the service, I like to ask if there's anything I need to know, be aware of, such as medications, or I ask if they're diabetic or they have any medical problems that I need to be aware of, any medications, so that I um, can do the service accordingly. I check the foot for dry skin, any calluses, gel here, if you will. Has a sand-like ingredient in it that helps with exfoliating. During this time, they're also enjoying a nice massage to the foot, which does promote blood flow, circulation. Diabetics particularly benefit from this because diabetes does create poor circulation. Where I've removed the skin or calluses.
One of the things I find interesting is that, you know, you use your hands, of course, a lot, but if you think about it, you use your feet probably the most. You can walk somewhere, and in walking, you may not use your hands, but you're using your feet. So for such an important area of your body for health, it seems to be the one that most, I think women do get it and got it a lot earlier and better than men, but it tends to be an area that you use the most and treat the worst. Stays in an old boot or work shoes or tennis shoes or whatnot the majority of a day, and obviously very necessary, but we don't pay it any attention. So its ability to breathe and again have the proper circulation, blood flow, as well as affect those other areas that I alluded to earlier. So that's actually what makes me mindful of doing it.
And after the foot, the nails have been trimmed, skin removed and softened and exfoliated. Then I check the cuticles, anything around the nail bed that can be removed. Cuticle grows down the nail, preventing proper growth of the nail. Sometimes they prefer that the corners of each of the toe have slightly removed those edges. Not so much that you want to create an ingrowing problem, it just gives them relief. Ingrown toenails are very common, they're very uncomfortable. I advise them as needed to see their physician unless I can give them the relief that they're comfortable with.
That's a good point on the ingrown toenail. My big toe on this foot, I lost that toenail. I got ran over, and I lost that toenail. And when it came back, it went ingrown on both sides, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I never could, by myself, maintain it. It would always go from horrible to okay to horrible to okay. And as you can see, it's in really great shape today versus where it has been in the past. But her being able to professionally kind of look over it, I really don't have to worry about getting in, kind of in such bad shape to get fixed again. So again, it's back to that maintenance.
Right.
If it's looked at on a regular basis, then I don't have to get in such a predicament.
Right.
So, after all is done, exfoliating, scraping, cuticles, nails, anything that needs to be removed for comfort, it all ends with a foot massage that everyone seems to really enjoy. And this is good for relaxing. It's good for circulation. And just a real good way to end a really good experience.
Probably easy to see. This is the favorite part at the end. Everything else is a necessity. The various exfoliating and the tools that she uses, but just kind of ending it where it's just kind of massage it, soothes, and kind of relaxes. It's almost no different than a regular massage.
Yeah.
As it relates to the ending part of the massage, just relaxed, makes me feel more relaxed, and some of the challenges with ingrown or just poorly kept feet I know are resolved. So if it's another 4 or 6 weeks before I get back, I know that's a great space of time where I can get back, but nothing bad should occur in that period of time, and I can come get maintenance again. So how does it make me feel? Simply healthier and relaxed. It's a good deal. I think what someone could expect coming here, and this is what because this is where I choose to come. I think people could expect professionalism. They can expect expertise, as Ramona is in this industry. And I think they can expect to be handled with appreciation and care. And there you'll get the best service with the best atmosphere that I've ever discovered.